Hey Brad, this is Victor again. Very glad that we got to talk over the phone earlier, man. This video is what I was telling you about on what you guys can do to get more customers and leads, and especially extend your online presence. And it will kind of introduce what I do as well. I didn't want to overwhelm it with too much information, so if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me. Jumping straight into it, when someone looks for Salt Lake City moving companies, the top competition right now is two men in a truck. And I use a little tool called Ahrefs. It helps me see how many people visit their website on average a month. And this is our little tool, Ahrefs, right here. It shows me they are getting about 626 visits or traffic to their site monthly. That's about 600 potential customers going to their site simply because they are number one. And so everybody is familiar with Google, but what most people do not understand is how important it is to be on the front page and especially the first results so that anybody looking for example, here, Salt Lake City moving companies will find your business first. And so, first of all, if somebody were to look for Salt Lake City moving companies, the first place they would find you is here in the Google Maps and here in the organic results where your website is listed. And so, first of all, is Google Maps right here. I scrolled through all the Salt Lake City moving companies in the Google Maps and I found you guys right here, Manly Moving. You guys are on the third page. That means all the potential customers that are searching for moving companies in Salt Lake City are going to find at least 40 other moving company business listings before yours. Number one right now is Moving Connections. Number two is Helping Hands, and three is Rocky Mountain Movers. Now, a lot of people believe that it is location or perhaps the number of reviews that get you to the top, but it's not. It's actually something called citations. And I use a little tool called Whitespot that helps me see how many citations Moving Connections is getting that puts them to the top result. And the best part about it is that not only does it tell us how many citations they have and how many you would need to beat them, but we can get some of the exact same citations as well. So in other words, it'll be very easy to pump some citations over to your Google Map listing and get it to rank and beat all of these guys right here. The second place that anybody looking for moving companies in Salt Lake City is here in the organic results where your website is listed. Now, I took a look through your website and honestly, it is a very phenomenal website, very easy to maneuver through and straight to the point. However, the issue is this is your number one competition. It is two men and a truck, and this is their website. Now, the reason why their website is at the very first option is because of two things. And the first of them is content. The first thing you notice on your competition's website is that they have a lot more words and a lot more information on their site than yours. This is really important to Google because the more information and the more content or words you have on your page, it shows Google that you know more about it. So first and foremost, I would recommend pumping more content over to your website. The second thing is the most important thing when it comes to ranking here in the organic results for your website, and that is backlinks. Backlinks are pretty much just the number of links coming back to your website. And I use a little tool called Majestic. It helps me see how many backlinks Two Men and a Truck here has that puts them as the first result for Salt Lake City moving companies. And looking at their numbers right here, only 16. So in other words, very, very low actually, especially for a moving company. But in other words, pumping some backlinks over to your website will definitely, given with time, bring you to the first result so that anybody looking for Salt Lake City moving companies will find you. And especially using the href tools earlier, these 626 potential customers are going to pick you instead of Two Men in a Truck. And yes, you will beat All My Sons, Yelp, Two Man Movers, all of these guys, and even Thumbtack, Home Advisor, Yelp. So obviously there are more factors to this, such as the different types of backlinks you would need, keywords, social media ads, Google ads, which we help you with as well, Brad. But like I said earlier, didn't want to overload it with too much information, so feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever.